What's up, Lorain County football fans? Welcome back to the regular season finale of The Blitz, brought to you by our friends at First Federal Savings of Lorain. That's right, we are here in Week 10. Hard to believe. Feels like we just got things kicked off in the high school football season yesterday, but again, here we are in Week 10. Before diving into Week 10, though, let's quickly go back to Week 9 and talk about what happened. How about those North Ridgeville Rangers? They pull off a massive upset over Avon Lake, knocking off the Shoremen 23-17. So this actually secures the first winning season for North Ridgeville since 2015. Pretty cool. It's also the first time they've knocked off Avon Lake since that same year, 2015. So kind of a historic upset of sorts for Coach Brian Morgan and his Rangers. Hats off to them for a fantastic effort. How about tailback Tavion Swain and his return from injury, scoring 2 touchdowns, filling in for Zach Barnhart, who went down about halfway through the game with an injury. So big shout out to North Ridgeville, battling some adversity this year. They get a huge win over Avon Lake and secure a winning season for the first time in a long time. And how about in terms of undefeated teams, Avon and Columbia both earning conference titles this past week. Avon wins the SWC outright because Avon Lake went down. We're not entirely sure about Columbia yet. In talking with head coach Jason Ward on the Saturday wrap-up show, even he wasn't entirely sure if they had won it outright or not. Not entirely sure if there's a tiebreaker clause in there or not, but they've at least got a share of the Lorain County League title, and they can win it outright with a win this Friday over Black River. They got to go on the road to get it done, but if they do get the win there against Black River on the road, that would be their second straight outright Lorain County League title. So again, congratulations to Avon, their 8th straight SWC crown as they beat up on Amherst this past Friday. And for Columbia, with the win over Brookside, getting at least a share of that conference title in the Lorain County League, they can for sure win it outright this Friday with the win over Black River. Elsewhere in the SWC, Midview, they snap a 3-game losing streak with a nice win over Elyria, a little crosstown rivalry, 35-28 in favor of the Middies when it was all said and done. Quarterback Ethan Albert, man, he continues to impress. 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown for the young man. He's got over 1,500 passing yards on the season along with 12 touchdowns. So Ethan Albert playing some really good football this year for the Middies. Back in the Lorain County League as well, Keystone, a huge rivalry win over Wellington, 22-14. And I know that one has to feel good for head coach Don Griswold. Look, it's been a tough season for them, no way around it, with injuries and things like that. The offensive struggles have certainly been of note, but a huge win for Keystone this past Friday, looking to end this regular season on a strong note this Friday night. So looking ahead now to Week 10, this will be an awesome week with a lot of playoff positioning on the line. Let's start in Division 4, Region 14, where you look at Elyria Catholic. They currently have, as we talk, the 16th and final spot in that region. Vermilion, though, the Sailors, right on their heels at 17th. So EC, they're coming off the win against Fairview. They are at Westlake this Friday, who is 6-3. That's a huge game for Elyria Catholic. They control their own destiny. Win and they're in. Simple as that. And for Vermilion, they might need some help. They head to Bellevue. And again, even if they get the win, they might need a little help to jump into the playoffs, currently sitting 17th in their region. Division 1, Region 1, Lorain, they're 10th. They could host a playoff game if they get a win this Friday against Maple Heights and get some help in front of them. It'd be a really nice boost for the Titans after losing to Bedford this past Thursday, a game that you heard on WEOL. So keep your eyes on Lorain in Division 1, Region 1. And Elyria, they're 16th right now. They control their own destiny to try to get into the playoffs, win, and they're in. Again, simple as that for the Elyria Pioneers. In Division 2, Region 6, lots of local teams here, but keep your eyes on Amherst. They're currently 17th, and a win at North Ridgeville should be enough points-wise to get them in. Again, Division 2, Region 6, keep your eyes on Amherst and some of our local teams within there. And elsewhere, Midview, they're 11th right now. They could host a playoff game if they can find a way to knock off Olmsted Falls and then get some help in front of them. So a lot of playoff positioning on the line this week here in Week 10. And quickly, before we go, let me tell you what's coming up here in Week 10 on WEOL. On the radio and Stream 1, it'll be Avon Lake at Avon, the rivalry renewed. Certainly looking forward to that one. Columbia at Black River on Stream 2, and our Medina County matchup on Stream 3. How about this? Suburban League American Conference Championship on the line between Aurora and Highland. A couple of other games of note. Again, EC at Westlake, Vermilion and Bellevue. Division 4 playoff spots on the line. Maple Heights at Lorain. Titans looking to try to host a playoff game this year. And then Olmsted Falls at Midview. Middy is looking for that same fate, trying to host a playoff game. So that'll pretty much do it for this week. For Kristen Bauer behind the camera, I'm Rocco Nucci saying thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Blitz, brought to you by our friends at First Federal Savings of Lorain. Enjoy the regular season finale, folks, and we'll see you next week for the playoffs.